So tonight, guys, it's all about you, your goals, and your own online business. And if you're sitting there wondering, who are we and why are we doing this? Well, we've been doing this webinar for years, twice a week without fail, because what we know is that the best way to help people is really by giving them the means to help themselves. We want to provide you with the tools you need so that you can do this successfully and create the freedom and security that you and your family deserve. So by us giving you the means to build and manage your own online business, it's putting really the control back in your hands so you can control your future. And that's huge, right? I mean, that's really how it should be. As a business coach myself, I really think that it's the best way to help people. And that's why we're here. So the next question is, of course, how do we help people? Well, with the most comprehensive all-in-one system where we provide you with everything you need under one roof. This is something that no one else in the online space has done, guys. In the same way, like a franchise gives you their package of systems and training of what's already worked time and time again for them, this is in some ways our version of an online franchise. We're giving you the training, the systems, programs, support, all the stuff that you're going to need in order to be successful. And we're going to even show you the right products to plug into so that you can get up and running in the shortest amount of time possible, so that you can skip that awkward, terrible startup phase that most business owners struggle with, and you can start actually building momentum in your business as quickly as possible. And a system that's built for you by experts in the industry, so you don't need to be one already. We're going to dive in deeper about that later. So, but the point is that you're going to hear this a lot today. You don't need any experience, guys, no business degree, no business background in order to see results with a system like this that is made for anyone. And I really hope that gets you excited. I'm excited to show this to you. We have a great presentation. And before we dive into how it works and why it works, which we are in just a second, I'm going to pull on a little bit of help. I have a great co-presenter with me today, all the way from the UK. Ivan is here.
So we are going to show you how you can start your own digital business, but you can start it quickly, right? But it gets even better, because I guarantee you probably sat there, some of you will be sat there thinking, I can't do this, I've never done this, I don't know what to do, I don't know where to start. And I will say to you, it does not matter, because anyone can do this. Anyone can plug into our system, all right, and we can show you and we will help you to start making money online. Now, a lot of people, the question is, why are people making the move online? And the answer is, seriously, can you think of a better time than now to be working and moving online? Everything is online, everything. There's very little that you can't do online. Online is going nowhere. So people starting a digital business now, getting into the online space now, it is absolutely the perfect time. All right. And if you think about what you've been doing over the past couple of years, when we've been going through what we've been going through, you've probably been, you'll spend every day surfing the internet. At some point, you'll be on your social media feed. Now, think about, you could earn money when you're doing that. And that's what we are talking about tonight. And a lot of businesses have realized that the world's moving online and they need to move online with it, and they can save money by automating processes. And what that then creates for us, the employees, is concern, is worry, because suddenly our job future is no longer certain. All right, because as businesses start to leverage automation, that replaces the need for a human being, which is unfortunate, because that means people are going to lose their jobs, which is another reason why you should now be thinking about working online. And I guarantee you, when you think about the pandemic that we went through, that everybody will know somebody that lost their job as a result of that. Okay. Now, the internet is still really young, okay, but it works 24/7. Okay, that's the incredible thing about it. And as I said earlier, the internet is going to continue to grow. The internet is going nowhere. The internet is going nowhere. And the biggest players in the world, the biggest companies, are the internet-based companies, the Amazons, the Apples, the eBays. These are multi-billion, trillion-dollar companies that have literally conquered the online space. Now, I was like a while ago, I want a piece of that action. If they can do it, I want a piece of that action. Nisreen, you're here. I'm sure you're the same.
100%. Yes, absolutely. I wouldn't have joined in 2017 if I didn't agree. Thank you so much, Ivan. I mean, I like this. If you don't, find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die. I mean, that was true years ago, and it is most definitely true and very possible now, even more than ever. I want to just direct your attention to this gorgeous collage for a second, guys. This is just a small example of people who didn't wait. These are people in our community. Our community is now over 100,000 people. And, this is a kind of freedom to quit your jobs. I say that slipped out because I am a job quitter myself, but I say plural because I had three jobs when I started, to be honest. I come from the hospitality industry and I live in Vancouver, a very expensive city in the world to live. But I love it here. And and yeah, I had three serving jobs, all part time. But when I started this business, and this business was the catalyst to help me get that freedom and enabled me to quit all three of my jobs in the first 9 months. So I slipped out and said jobs plural, but a lot of people have, their one solid job, or a lot of people are job jugglers like me. But this kind of freedom, guys, is almost indescribable. Like to put it into words is really difficult because the money that you're going to hear about and the potential to make income here is outstanding. And the time freedom to have your schedule to be your own is just something that is truly, truly, for me anyway, I can speak from that, the biggest gift, and I don't take it for granted. I'm about to celebrate 4 years of being boss free. And guys, it was the best decision I ever made. And what we've seen with COVID is that the internet is now even the safest place to work. So, besides all the other smart reasons to start an online business, our health is now a huge factor as well. And, no matter who you are, even if you're one of the really rare, lucky ones who genuinely loves their job, at the end of the day, it's still going to come at a cost. When you're exchanging your time for money, you're still, at a place where you're really giving yourself and your time and your energy to somebody else, someone else's vision, someone else's dream. And really, no matter who you are, everyone can benefit from either an additional stream of income if you love your job, and or maybe just want to go down to part-time or whatever your situation, or a replacement income like so many people in our community. And this is an income that we're talking about that doesn't come from a job where you're exchanging your time for money. An online income source is the solution. So this is, most definitely for you if you are someone that wants to spend more time with your family. And you know what? Almost every coaching call that I get on, I hear this from people. This is their top number one priority. And as far as having more money to do the things you want in life, like who wouldn't say yes to that? And needing a nest egg, like Ivan, touched on this a little bit in terms of retirement. This is really, really big, and unfortunately, not too many people actually consider this, or really they think about it until it's too late. This is not a cushy idea, guys. This is not some pie in the sky type of thinking, and it's kind of a little too late to start thinking about it when you're in your 50s, or God forbid, even older than that. Not enough people are ready for retirement, and this is something that can really help you get ready a lot faster, right? Like my serving jobs were a lot more flexible than a rigid 9 to 5, but I had no freedom when I was working as an employee. I made okay money, but I wasn't in a place, I wasn't broke, but I wasn't in a place where I could really put aside a lot of money every month towards my future. And that's something that really gives me more of the peace of mind that I can do now for my family, my husband. And this is just this is the key, is to have an online income source. And you know what? The automation in the system allows you to start living your life now instead of waiting until older age, like 65, or maybe even older. And what I love is that I don't have to put my living on hold. I'm not in front of my computer for endless hours every day working around the clock until I'm 65, but rather the automation in my business means that the machines in that automation are incredible because they don't sleep and they don't take breaks, and they're doing so much of the work for me. So talk about a time saver and a money saver, right? I don't have to be in 10 places at once. I don't have to be running around like a headless chicken like I used to, instead, my business earns me money while I'm spending time with my family, flying to the next spot on the globe, or really doing anything that I want in life. So being that time is the only commodity that we can't get more of or can't get back, wouldn't you want to spend the time that you do have left with those that mean the most to you and doing the things that you love? I think most people would say yes.
I completely agree. But I think it's important that we do just take a bit of a reality check. So I don't want people sitting there thinking that this is get rich quick, because it's not. That's not what we're talking about here, guys. What we're talking about is you starting your own legitimate business. So that means we are not promising to turn lumps of coal into diamonds overnight and make you rich overnight. But what I will say to you is this business, it delivers results that are well above, beyond, into the stratosphere compared to the other online opportunities. You know, what you need to remember here is that we're talking about you plugging into a proven system, a system that's been used by thousands of people all over the world. All right, it's the same system. The only variable in this, the only thing that's really different is you. That's it.
100%. I love this concept and this truth that the only variable is you, because really, when you think about it, it's an empowering thought. You have the ability in you to do it. You have the ability to make to really be in control of every aspect of your business, and I really see it as a huge plus. Since becoming my own boss 4 years ago, my life really has no walls, no limits. I decide how much I work, when I want to work, how much I want to earn. There's no limitation here to building, what you want and earning certain, goals sets that you have in terms of how much income you really want to earn, guys. Your location for your business will be anywhere you go, just like mine is. You won't be limited to a schedule set by your boss who needs to fill the slots. Like in my case, I did shift work, so it was really about who could fill the shifts, and there's no limitation here to answering to someone else who decides how much money you make. And for me, this was the worst of all, because here in Canada, the government, believe it or not, allows restaurant owners to pay their servers below minimum wage. It's a really crazy, very legal loophole that keeps serving staff in this place of depending on their tips 100% in order to live off, because their paychecks are minuscule. The money here generated by my business, for example, it generates in 1 month, the equivalent of what my expenses need for several months in the year. There's no ceiling to your income here at all. So if you've always wanted to work for yourself, but you've had no idea how to begin or where to start, you're exactly in the right place, and you're the right people that the system was built for. And the last few years, I've seen so many people do incredible things in our community. Oh my Lord, like people are really capable of doing incredible things when you give them the tools, but they often just need a little help. So that's why we're going to start you off on the right foot here with a rock solid foundation. So just in the same way as you would need a really firm foundation when you're building a house, the same is true for any online business. So first, we're going to need to talk about pillars, because in any business, offline or online, there's the same 3 pillars you need for any business to be successful. But the way in which you would set up these pillars in the offline space is very different than in the online world. So what we're going to do is share with you how we've taken care of each of these 3 pillars for you so that you can get set up properly and easily. And we're going to start with pillar number 1.
We absolutely are. Thank you very much, Nisreen. So let's talk about finding a product that people want. And the reality is, right, thanks to the internet, you can literally go online at any point of the day or night, do a few taps on your phone or your laptop and buy something. A few hours later, or maybe a few days later, it'll land on your doorstep. And as I said earlier, the companies that are the most successful are online companies: Amazon, Apple, eBay, Walmart, and you can see some of them on screen there. But part of the reason why these companies are successful is because they use people like me, like online marketers, to send people to their website, and who then go on to buy one of their products. All right. But as well as those types of programs, because we call them affiliate programs, all right, we also have something called affiliate networks. And you can see some of these kind of affiliate networks on screen. You will not recognize any of the names, because I didn't either before I got into all this. All right. But think of these networks as like a supermarket aisle, where you're going down the aisle with your trolley and you can pick up whichever one you want, right? You can decide to join whichever network you want. All right. And a lot of people that are getting into the online marketing space start by joining these types of affiliate networks. But the problem is, right, that the money that these pay, the commissions that these pay, it is nothing compared to what you can earn with this business. It really isn't.
Oh, definitely not. Absolutely. And, so this is how it works, guys. You either have to work with one of these retailers directly, or you're going to need to work with one of these larger networks. And as a business owner, what do you really want to do? You really want to maximize your earnings, of course. So what we've done is remove the middleman altogether so that no one is going to take a piece out of your commission from you. So we've set you up with the retailer directly so that you can make more money, and not just the working with the retailer, but working with the right retailer. Because look at the pandemic, not all retailers are created equal. I mean, it's so unfortunate, but many have gone bankrupt, and you want to make sure that you're connected to ones that you can count on, ones with a strong history, a great track record, who will be there for you in the future and will pay you your commissions, but also all of your commissions that you earn. So we've taken care of all of that for you in pillar number one. So let's take a look now at pillar number two, because you're also going to need to find a way to tell people about your product.
Absolutely. Okay. And this is where I love these three words, the sales funnel. This is where this comes in. Now, you can be forgiven because I was exactly the same, because I'd never heard of a sales funnel before I started looking into working online. And you'll probably think, when you think about selling, you probably think about one of two things. You probably think about either having to message or kind of hit up family and friends, all right, to try and get them to buy something from you, or potentially go out door to door selling something. But the reality is now, right, in the 21st century, neither of those approaches works. So having a sales funnel, right, that basically converts your leads into buyers automatically for you becomes the most valuable tool in an online business. There is no question about it. And you get that with this business system.
For sure. I love my sales funnel. I'm so grateful for it. It does so much of the work for me. I love it.
It's
And
incredible.
so, like a sales funnel, guys, me too, Ivan. I didn't know any, I've never heard of a sales funnel at all when I first started, but a sales funnel is not a new concept. In fact, every properly set up online business out there has some form of a sales funnel on their back end. It's just another way of really saying automated system, that instead of having someone at your business physically, going up to customers and saying that they should buy this and talking about the product and following up and, hey, have you bought this and why haven't you yet, and all this stuff. Your system is in a very, very kind of informative way, in a very systematic way, and also without pressure, giving your customers all the information that they need in one place. So people then can come to my website, for example, and they have all the resources they need there to make an informed decision when they're ready. And I love this part, on their own. That's how it should be. I really believe that. It removes the pushiness and instead uses that consistency and service and does this for you 24/7 so that you don't have to. This happens while you're sleeping, while you're out with family during the day, whatever you're up to. And your system is generating leads for you. And this happens to me daily. I wake up and I have email notifications in my inbox showing me that I have leads, or even when I've made sales without me knowing that they're there. A sales funnel streamlines it all and makes the process so easy, which after a while kind of starts to almost feel like you're printing your own money, right, Ivan?
Yeah, yeah, it's true. But and that's why I put this slide in here, because I guess it prompts a question for me. So would you trade £5 for £100 or $5 for $100? And I'm guessing every single person watching this right now would say yes to that, because why wouldn't you? And that is exactly what a converting sales funnel can do for your business. So the best way to explain this, the way I use it a lot, is think about if you went and bought a lottery scratch card, right? Everyone should be familiar with that. So you go and buy a lottery scratch card. It costs you £5. You scratch off the numbers, and it wins you £100, right? Imagine if you did that every week, right? So you spent £5 on this card, you won £100. How incredible would that be? And ultimately, when you run a business, right, making money is the most important thing. There is nothing more important when you run any business than making money. So having a sales funnel that basically converts every £5 into £100 for your business becomes priceless, right? And as I said earlier, that is exactly what you get when you join and start your business.
For sure. And the reason why most people don't even bother considering starting an online business is because they don't have all the know-how and the time and the money that's really required. And I know that you don't have all that's on this list, guys. Most people don't have all these things, and we know that, and that's why you're here. But that's why the system is so successful, because it's already built for people just like you. We put together the system, we've turned it into a well-oiled machine to give you with all the crucial components built into it so that you can reach your goals without the stress. So you do not need technical knowledge. You don't need design experience. We have a whole tech team of people that will take care of all of those complicated programs and systems on the back end so that they can speak to each other and also design your website for you, your own personally branded website with you on it, your name, your photos, everything. You don't need the marketing know-how because we're going to teach you all of that. And the substantial time and money that it takes, well, we've already taken care of all of that complicated stuff. You don't need any of it with this. We've made it very, very easy just to kind of plug in and go. And it's really not just about the system, but it's also about making the system work for you, right? We provide you with incredible, thorough training to teach you and show you how to take the sales funnel and actually maximize it, not just by attracting people, but the right people. You want quality leads that will turn into quality buyers for your business. And then the rest is letting the system just, convert them for you as the system engages them on your behalf. This is one big reason why people love working with us, because having this all put together so that you can plug in and go and the technical stuff all maintained for you saves you thousands of dollars and so much frustration. We've essentially, this is kind of how I like to put it, but we've essentially built the vehicle for you and maintained the engine. So you get to actually, when you get the keys handed to you, you get to enjoy driving it. So we take care of all the tough stuff so that you can focus on the fun part, which brings us to pillar number 3, Ivan.
Absolutely. So we've talked about finding the product, haven't we? We've talked about how we tell people about the product. This is where we talk about how we find the right people that want to buy the product. And this is all about traffic, all right? But not just any traffic, it has to be high quality traffic, all right? Because there is no point, is there, when you think about it, sending customers that are not really interested in what you're offering into your sales funnel. Because if you do, then you're not going to get the outcome, you're not going to get the sale coming out the other end. So it kind of basically makes it pointless putting them in there in the first place. So another analogy that I've got for you is, think about if you owned a Ferrari garage, all right, or a Ferrari showroom, all right, and you had all your cars displayed there. You open the doors and, loads of people came in, but nobody was interested in buying a Ferrari. All they were looking for was a Toyota. So as a Ferrari showroom owner, you're not going to earn a lot of money because the people that are in there are the wrong type of customers. They are not interested in your product. All right, you want people coming in there that want the top of the range Ferrari with the bespoke paint jobs and the best quality alloy wheels. That's what you want. You want a quality customer. And when you run a digital business, it is all about quality traffic. High quality traffic equals money equals revenue.
Yes. Absolutely. So let's summarize for a second here. Here's the beautiful part, guys. We've made it easy. We've got the right offer. We have the right system to help you introduce that offer to your market. And then we help you understand how to get high quality traffic for your business. And that together is what generates your revenue. And that, I don't know about you, but that right there is easy math, I think. And that's why you're here tonight, right? What I love here is that when you really reduce this down, it's really just about helping people. We all need several different things in our day-to-day life. And since we can't provide all of those things just all by ourselves, we end up looking elsewhere to businesses, right? To have someone provide it for us. And that's all business really is helping people resolve a need that they have. Sometimes people will call this need a pain point. And I'm going to give you just an analogy of my own that was actually a real life occurrence for me. I live in Vancouver. We get a lot of rain, much like the UK, but not a lot of snow. Snow is very, very rare for us here in the city. But once in a while, we get some. And so Vancouverites like myself are really not prepared for it a lot of time. And when I was still a server, I was an employee, I would literally I would dread this if it ever happened. And it happened a few years ago, got a lot of snow. I was just walking, even just from my car to my job. And by the time I showed up to work, my feet were drenched because I didn't have footwear that was fully waterproof. And after a couple of days of this, I just said, enough. I need to go and remedy this. So I went and found a great pair of boots for a couple $100. And these are boots I still have to this day that I can walk ankle deep in puddles and not feel it. My feet are warm and dry. So there's an exchange. I had a need or a pain point, and it was resolved with buying these boots. So it was an exchange, if you will, between this business and myself, right? And this happens all the time, all the time. So when you found one of our websites, for example, because I'm going to personalize my point here a little bit better for you. So maybe you came across a website like this, or maybe it was a little bit different, but it invited you to attend a free webinar. And you took that because built into this system is a message from people like you who have walked the walk already. And here is where you're learning how to resolve your need. Business all works the same way. You know, when I came across this opportunity myself in 2017, I had already spent 23 long years as a server. I was past that point of exhaustion in every way, and I was really ready to really own my time and replace my income. For me, that was my huge pain point. And this was clearly the solution.
So now you know the system for success, right? And you know, you're going to hear from people later on that we're all using exactly the same 3-step system to generate, you know, 6 and 7 figures online. All right. And you're going to hear from these people later, but you could, right, if you wanted to, you could go off and you could do this on your own right now. All right. And you are more than welcome to do so. All right. It's not impossible. Okay. But I have to be honest and say, you'd be pretty silly if you did. All right. And I say that for a couple of reasons, really. One is time, because it will take you countless hours to learn how to do it, but probably is equally as long to get it to work. And then the second reason is money, because it will cost you some serious cash to get this set up. And you can see on screen now just some of the costs that would be involved if you were to start an online business on your own. And you can see it's over 21,000. All right. And that's just some of the basic costs. All right. Now, what I will say to you though, is that is if you were doing it on your own, but thankfully you don't need to do it on your own, because we're going to save you all that money. We're going to save you loads of time and, believe me, a lot of stress by plugging you into our online system. So all those costs that I've just been talking about, forget them. They don't exist, because you don't have to pay them. This is about working smarter, all right, not harder. Okay, what I would say to you is, why would you want to reinvent the wheel when you don't need to, right? You want to keep it simple. We all want a simple life. We all want the easiest route to success, all right? And that is what our online system provides you, because you're going to leverage automation. You're going to leverage our system, make what is working for us, make it work for you. And let me tell you, really, I can't think of a better time than right now to want to and need to be able to leverage a system that is already working. I mean, Nisreen, what about you? Do you agree?
100%. Oh my God. Music to my ears when I'm listening to you, Ivan. And not only are you going to be leveraging our system, guys, but you're going to be leveraging us. This is a really, really valuable piece of the whole thing here. You know, another reason why people are so reassured working with us is knowing that they're not walking in being taught by someone who's just, you know, just stepped in a few days ago or a few weeks ago. They're actually learning from the experience from our entire global team of experts in the industry. So now it's your turn to leverage us. In other words, you can use us, you know, for lack of a better word, because we've walked the walk already. No one has ever reached success all on their own. I mean, why would you want to even do that or attempt that and put all of that on your shoulders, right? Like Ivan said, just, you know, you want to make it as simple and easy as possible. And here you don't have to. You know, we have countless people here making 5 and 6 figure months, 6 and 7 figures annually. So imagine having a mastermind of people around you like that, willing to help you, sharing their wisdom, their experience, all their do's and don'ts, all to help you build momentum in your business. I mean, that's a huge benefit, and it's so, so priceless. So let's just kind of recap these 3 pillars here. So you're getting the high quality products that we've already found that pay really, really incredible commissions. And there are no other, believe me, we have searched high and low, and these products are phenomenal. for that. So we've got that already. We've got the sales funnel, and it's been tested, proven to work to get results. And remember, this is the same exact sales funnel system that everyone in our community of thousands of people are using. So it's a very level playing field here. We all use the same system and it works. And we also have the marketing training, everything step by step. We've got very easy to follow, user-friendly training, and it's going to teach you to use these powerful platforms and get high quality traffic that you need. And the fact that this is all automated saves you so much time. So now, obviously, our system is not 100% automated. I'm still the business owner of my business. Ivan's still the business owner of his business. So, we have to put in our own effort, but all of the most difficult parts are automated. So this makes things so much smoother and simpler for you. So that means that when you close the laptop at the end of the day or after a couple of hours, whatever, whatever it looks like for you, and you walk away to enjoy your day or your evening with your family, your business doesn't stop, right? So it allows you the time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And that's the whole idea here. This is how we're helping people and how we can help you too. But here's where I'm just going to put the pause on the whole presentation for just a second, because we really have come to that point where we really need to ask you a really, really important question.
Well, certainly do. And it's just 3 words. Are you ready? All right. So are you ready to step outside your comfort zone and plug into our proven system that is working for thousands of people all over the world? Are you ready to generate that financial freedom, that time freedom, whatever your why is, okay? And starting a digital business can absolutely deliver that for you. So if you are ready, amazing, fantastic. Okay, you are in absolutely the right place, and we want to work with you. So tell you what, Nizreen, let's break this down for them one more time, please.
Sounds great. So here it is, guys. This is all how it works. And we're going to give you the short version, and then we're going to dive in deeply, because you should know exactly what you're getting when you join our team. First of all, you're going to be getting the mentorship and the coaching. This is the help that you're going to need, and we have it, and it's 24/7 available in every time zone. Access to our supportive community, that includes that. Weekly masterminds, of course, so that you can strategize and tap into these incredible, wonderful people around you to help you. Social media training and all that step-by-step modules that are very user-friendly. You don't need to be tech savvy, so don't worry about that. And of course, the Sleeping Giant product mix. So I'm gonna dive in a bit more in just a minute, but I do want to touch on the products for a moment. Like, there's a lot of options out there, like especially because of the pandemic. All of a sudden, there's just an overwhelming amount of options and choices of ways that you can make money online. They're not all created equal, unfortunately, and there are some that are legitimate, but it will require you to sell trinkets and Tupperware and makeup and all these little kind of type of gadget things, and you may be able to make some pocket change with that. But I really believe that you're here tonight not for pocket change. Pocket change or pocket money can't really change and transform your reality. You're here to make serious, life-changing income. And for that, you need products that pay high commissions, and we've got them. And the cherry on top, as we've said it already, is that you're never going to be doing the act of selling in this business model anyway, because the system is engaging your leads on your behalf and doing that selling for you. This is where you're going to have the chance at the very beginning of it, of your journey, to get on the phone one-on-one with one of our experienced coaches and one of our leaders in the community in order to help you strategize with you on the best plan of action that's going to be catered for you to have the best success based on what you want to achieve in your business. So it starts right from the get-go. And then, of course, the coaching continues after that. But this is the first part of it. And you're going to be working for yourself, of course, but never by yourself, which we've made super clear already today. That continual personal and community support is always there. And here's where you're going to attend those weekly mastermind meetings to hear directly the specific strategies from our 6- and 7-figure earners. And all this training, don't forget, is recorded. We like to keep them all in one space, easy access, not just the training itself, but these meetings as well, so that you can refer to them back again and again. And this is where you're going to learn how to leverage the power of social media marketing, Facebook, Google, YouTube. Guys, these are all really fun and they're handy, but they're not just for killing time. They're not just for keeping in touch with friends and watching funny videos, which, we all use it for that from time to time. But these are the biggest business platforms in the world. Facebook alone has 1.9 billion active users on a daily basis. And I know that you've seen the ads online. And the only people thriving during this really tough time right now are the business owners on the other end, because why? They're at home and you're at home, and they still have a way to get their business, whether it's a product or a service, in front of you, because they know and understand the power of social media, advertising and marketing and whatnot. And so that's why it's really important to your success to learn how to use these powerful platforms for your business, because you need these skills. And that's why we built it into our training. And I know it sounds like a lot, but you're not doing this alone. So, unlike a typical solopreneur where you have to figure things out on your own, here there are thousands of people in every time zone to help you. You can throw your questions at them and see what's working for them and what's not. And no matter how often you get stuck, there are plenty of people to help you get unstuck. You know, everyone knows Oprah Winfrey. I think she's quite an icon. And remember, she started with nothing, and she has built an empire over the years. And I love a lot of her quotes, but one quote that comes to mind is she says, "Surround yourself only with people who will take you higher." And that's exactly what we do every single day in our community. So maybe the best thing I can do at this point is bring this back to you, Ivan, because I know that you didn't have any previous experience and you're absolutely just killing it online.
Yeah, you know what? Coaching and mentoring and helping people is something that I just love to do, and in fact, it's probably one of the things I'm most passionate about. And I love the fact that our business partners, they are literally all over the world in all different time zones. So I'm in the UK, with you're in Canada. I have business partners in India and in Malaysia and in the United Arab Emirates and in Kenya. And it's irrelevant. Time zones become irrelevant because the internet brings us together. And working online, coaching online, I love that. And for the people that are being mentored, it gives them, it's like a comfort blanket. It gives them the confidence because they know they're being guided by somebody that knows what they're doing. All right, someone who's had the back and who's been down the road before them, and that makes them feel so reassured. And every single person in this business has everybody else's back, and there are thousands, literally thousands of us. So you're getting the exact system, right, that me and every single person uses. All right, and this is the same system, right, that will give you all the systems, all the tools that you need, so you haven't got to go out and get them yourself. You can if you want to, but why would you? All right, now as you can see on the slide now, you can see all the different systems that you would need to go out and get. All right, but and it would cost over 21,000, but you don't need to spend that. All right, because when you join our business system, this is all taken care of. All right, and all the way through this, we've been promising to save you money, and and we are going to save you money. All right.
You're going to need to click that button up there that says join our team. And when we say team, we really mean this, guys. Team means that we are in this together. You're not doing this alone, not now, not ever. And when you click that button, we're then going to send you an email with some important links and next steps. We send you some vital info packed into some videos that go far more in depth so that you can fully understand all the ins and the outs of this business. You can watch these videos as often as you want, by the way, with whomever you want. We really, really want you to understand how this business model works in detail and how exactly it can help you and your family. And you're going to get to see all the products and understand how they work. And of course, the commissions, which gets everyone really excited. And you get to see the strategies on how you can make some incredible money in this business. And I'm talking strategies that we've applied and used for years so that you can start applying them right away. And we're also going to add you to our private Facebook group so that you can check us out and really snoop us. And this step is really a big part of your research too. You're doing your due diligence. I believe this is so important because you get to see more faces. I mean, there's wonderful, beautiful faces down below here tonight, besides us presenters, but there's so many more of us, and that way you can actually see so many real people behind the system who are getting real results. Lastly, you're going to have a link to book your one-on-one coaching call with your assigned coach, and this is where you're going to have that uninterrupted one-on-one time with one of our successful leaders in the community, where we can help you come up with a game plan to help you get started in the best way possible that is totally catered for you. And the reason why we have this slide on integrity is because it matters more than anything to us. Business is about relationships. You can't have quality relationships without integrity. It's just not possible. Integrity is absolutely everything to us. It's really our driving force here, and we stand by it. It's what our community is really built on, what it was founded on. We don't sacrifice respect for one another for anything, and it really shows itself everywhere you look. We pride ourselves on a beautifully diverse community in every way, all ages, gender, culture. It makes no difference, guys. We have just such a mosaic of beautiful people in our community. Respect is given to everyone, and it shows in how we interact with each other, how transparent we are with each other, and it exists in the very way we help each other succeed. We push ourselves constantly to provide our people with 24-hour full access to our training and the systems so that they can maintain control of their business to maximize their earnings. But we are a community that will expect you to be passionate about your business, a community that will expect you to push yourself and be self-driven. The success of your business will be completely up to you, your drive and your motivation. So even with all these great systems and tools, it makes zero difference if I want this badly for you, if Ivan wants this badly for you, and we do. It's really, truly 100% up to you to show up and put in the effort. But this could be your life-changing moment, your line in the sand, as they say, or your breaking point where you decide that enough's enough and you want to finally do something that you've never been able to do before, or maybe never dreamed was possible before. Guys, this is it. Your chance to create a life with more time and more income than you ever thought was possible. So if you've ever been looking for a way to break into the online space, but you never knew how to do it, this is your chance. And you can build that successful business that you've dreamed about. You can do this all without being technically savvy or a guru, and you don't need a business background. We've got you covered. And we've already done all the hard work. We've saved you the time, saved you the money, and we've gone through all those testing phases and skipped all those common mistakes that most people do make in this particular situation so that you can get up and running as quickly as possible. And bringing you back to these beautiful faces in this collage one more time, guys. If you've ever felt stuck in your job for too long, or you've wanted to work for yourself and you've dreamed of the day that you could walk into your boss's office and tell him or her, I quit, or here's my resignation, you can do this. Look at all these people who have paved the way for you. This is a small fraction of our job quitters. We literally ran out of space to fit them all here. People who you can ask questions with. These are people that you can engage with, real people who you can mastermind and strategize with, who can help you in every way. And if the pandemic ever does happen again, or I don't know what's in store for us, really, I mean, life is unpredictable, and that's really, really been clear the last couple of years. And God forbid it ever happens again. But if it does, you have the security of knowing that you're already set up online and you have something in place. And I know many people that have really struggled during 2020 and even still now, and my heart just goes out to them. But my husband and I, for example, like, I'm so grateful, so grateful for this business, because when COVID hit, our business didn't change a thing. It kept running like clockwork. Imagine having that kind of security.